Welcome to the most dangerous territory in the financial matrix. The live market is a relentless psychological mirror. When you open a live terminal, you stare directly into your own deeply hidden biological flaws. So, before we look at another ticker, I need you to close down your charting platforms, turn off the indicators, grab a physical pen and a notebook. Today, we are building your contingency armor blueprint. We are going to write down a system that completely automates your execution logic, ensuring you bypass your biological impulses when you are under stress. If you step into this arena carrying unfazed emotional baggage, the market will systematically exploit those impulses and strip your account clean to provide liquidity for the institutions. You must program your mind first. Step 1 is the behavioral audit. Draw a line down the center of your page to create 2 columns. We are going to categorize your specific emotional retail habits on one side and map them directly to quantitative operator protocols on the other. Look at your past traits and document your specific triggers. Write down exactly what happens when the market enters a high-torque vertical surge. For most, dopamine spikes, greed takes over, and they compulsively chase green candles at the absolute top of the screen. Then document the opposing flaw. When the market flushes into a deep liquidation sweep, fear takes the wheel. Amateurs cannot handle the pain of being wrong, so they average down into losing trades, breaking their own rules to avoid taking a small loss. For every biological flaw you just listed, write down an exact mechanical countermeasure right next to it. If your flaw is chasing vertical impulses, your tactical rule is to lock your hands. You must entirely refuse to execute any order until price action interacts with a predefined structural boundary. Documenting these triggers on physical paper forces accountability. It is the only proven method to detach your personal ego from the statistical reality of the market. Now we move to step 2. Before the opening bell ever rings, you must map out your exact trade parameters. Looking at a blank chart grid, this requires you to define 3 non-negotiable mathematical data points to justify any market entry. Coordinate number 1 is your entry matrix node. This is the exact statistical edge, like a monthly support floor, where your execution is permitted. If the price does not hit this line, you sit on your hands. Coordinate number 2 is the 1-tick invalidation edge. You calculate your risk down to the penny prior to entry. This edge must be automatically hard-coded into your trading software. If the line is breached, the insurance premium is paid and you exit with 0 argument. Coordinate number 3 is the destination target. You lock in your exit milestones at predefined structural centers of gravity where you plan to take profit. Retail operators consistently fail here because they enter positions based on subjective feeling or chart art. They have no strict, data-driven reasons for their execution. By hard-coding your invalidation edge, the machine executes instantly. It completely bypasses the emotional delay of a human mind trying to process a loss. If you execute a trade without these 3 precise coordinates mapped out beforehand, you are not trading. You are functionally pulling the lever on a casino slot machine. Step 3 establishes your emergency logic. You must write out rigid if-then contingency protocols to systematically handle unpredictable or extreme market conditions. Write down your exact protocol for when market volatility expands. For example, if variance increases, you mathematically scale down your contract payload size to adjust for the risk. Next, write out your protocol for a state 0 market environment, where price action is entirely chaotic. When this happens, your rule is to shut down operations entirely. Pre-planning these exact responses eliminates the need to make real-time decisions. When you are under intense financial stress, your logic is already on the page. It dictates exactly when you need to be entirely severing your connection to the market environment because conditions have fallen outside your operational parameters. Now, physically check off these finalized contingency rules on your printed paper. Possessing these pre-written emergency countermeasures separates a reactive retail amateur from a proactive institutional operator. Look at the physical document in front of you. This constitutes your completed contingency armor blueprint. Establish this absolute operational rule right now. Opening a live market terminal is strictly forbidden unless this exact checklist is fully completed. True professional operators do not care about bragging rights or temporary financial fluctuations. They judge their daily success strictly by their execution accuracy to the blueprint. Ultimate survival in the trading arena requires you to stop letting your ego call the shots. Trust your mathematical data grid, follow your checklist, and systematically protect your machine.